Get your Dunkin' coffee. Mug Life. Stream Steam.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the horizon.
The donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
It says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading
Have
the
an orgasm?
text?
I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you? It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
Romance.
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021, and this is Gaming Morning Show. We are on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Gosh, it's good to see you. Your pink shirt and your beautiful hair and that facial hair and all of you. Look at you. You're so pretty.
Thanks.
Will you be my brother-in-law?
Yeah, but just for today.
Okay. I feel like that was supposed to be like a... What? Will you be my brother-in-law?
I have good news. Wait, hold on.
Holding. On for one more day. Wilson Phillips, 1992.
So, wasn't prepared for this
moment.
angle. Let's see if we can make it happen.
What angle? You mean this very narrow and very focused on you angle? Look behind
There we
you.
go. There we go. The bear's still here.
Man, didn't you tell the bear to go home?
No, I think he's permanent. He's pretty cool back there.
You could.
I like it better when he's on the dresser, but you can't see him.
You couldn't bear him to leave.
It's just the bare necessities.
Well, if you flipped the bear picture 360, it'd be a barrel roll. Did we know we were gonna do this?
It's not a lot behind me. It's really barren.
Good morning. It's good to see you, Scott Chick. Kopi is here. Good morning to you, Kopi. KJ. Kate Zaid is here. K-Laugh has checked in already. Good thing that K-Laugh's here because we don't have anyone else to look up anything. So
A warm welcome to our official head of research and development, K-Laugh.
Kate Zaid, as I mentioned, is here. Very excited about Coffee Day, I'm sure. I'm happy you're streaming today, Kate, I presume, because you're very good at the coffee thing, too. KJ was definitely first, 52 after 5 o'clock, 8 minutes before Scott Chick arrived. But either way, we are happy because today is National Coffee Day. Woo! Come on, Restream. I really want to be in the chat. I don't want to have to re-log in after the show is starting. Can we think of this thing, Restream? Can we talk? Can we make it? It let me in there. I type in one little thing, and then it's like, psh. So excuse me. I'm going to log back in.
You don't need it in the chat.
But I'll miss them. Now I gotta decide which one of these pictures is the capture thing getting harder? I feel like it's getting harder.
It's because the AI is learning.
Frustrating.
You have to continue.
Maybe
to
it
be
was
smarter than
Skynet.
the AI.
Okay, Bob. Okay, it only took 2. That's not bad. I was doing this the other day, and one of them took about an hour. I'm not even exaggerating. It was literally an hour. It was like motorcycles, and they were showing like close-ups of motorcycles. I was like, I can't see that. I couldn't tell that was a motorcycle.
My least favorite ones are the ones that are like, select all the squares that contain a crosswalk. And then you're like, but this one has like a tiny sliver of the line of a crosswalk. Is that what you mean?
Almost there.
I always get this wrong.
Get the vehicles. Now I'm on to cars again. These are all grainy. Ugh. What good radio this is. Thanks for being my co-pilot.
Select all the buses. Well,
I'm in!
That one's an RV. I mean, I know that one's not a bus, but do you know that one's not a bus?
I feel like this is kind of how
Kind of bus-like.
when you were teaching like your 3-year-old like certain things, like which one's the lion, and like I clearly know which one's the lion, but do you? That's kind of how I feel like Skynet treats us.
It's actually, these are just the things it wants to learn, and it's tricking us into teaching it.
It does seem to want to know lots of transportation. Isn't that kind of concerning?
Yeah.
What do you need a car for?
Where do you think
AI?
you're going?
Yeah. Huh? A little suspicious, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day.
Analist Morissette.
Did you see that Analist Morissette's back out on tour?
Yeah. Let's go.
Jagged Little Pill tour. Do you think if we showed up with Analist Morissette signs, she'd be flattered or concerned?
I don't think she'd notice. But half of the fans would be upset. Half of them would never even notice.
Did you spell Analyst's name wrong? I don't think so. I don't know. Look it up. It's National Coffee Day, so we'll get a little ASMR here. I'm enjoying a nice blonde roast from Starbucks.
I'm enjoying whatever was in the K-Cup from Costco.
You know, today would have been the day that we should have really been like,
Don't choke.
it's a good compliment to the K-Cup. It's like, what I'm putting in my mouth right now is it's so good. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. This is the day that we really should have, like, we talked to KJ a while ago about, you know, when we go to the good coffee shop and we get the good coffee beans. Today's the day we should have got up early and, like, pour overed and Chemexed and all that stuff.
Yep. Maybe I'll do that later.
I will tell you this. So it took me way too long to discover a pour over. I worked in a very awful job for 2 months. Okay. But the person I worked for happened to have a brother who owned a coffee company. And so while I was working in this like rustic warehouse, there was a hot plate with a kettle and a pour over. And that's when I learned what a pour over was, and I've never gone back.
Because they're the best.
I mean, have you seen the Chemexes?
Mm-hmm.
Those things do look like a science experiment.
Yep.
But I don't know how to use them. They're intimidating.
You need a chemics degree.
Is this a master's or a bachelor's?
Yes.
When we drove original Carl, a friend of ours, from Idaho to Massachusetts to move him out there, we did stop at as many like good coffee shops as we could find because we both like coffee. But then we also had a big thermos that we'd fill up with gas station coffee just to survive the trip out there. And
did that make the like nice coffee shop coffee taste even better?
oh yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's kind of like, putting you and me side by side, right? It's like, all right, here's the person who's good at everything, is truly handsome, and then there's the guy with the backwards hat, right? Well, I look pretty okay, but you taste really good, if you know what I mean. Yeah? No? Did that analogy not work?
Kind of fell apart there at the
I realized I was going the wrong direction. I was just trying to save it for hold on for dear life. Good morning, Callie. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Thank you. It's good to see everybody. Dandy is here. Good moron to you, Dandy. Do you drink coffee, Dandy?
Top of the moron.
There's a lot of bottom bear when you do that, by the way. needs more head bear. Too much bottom bear. Man, the amount of instant coffee that I see y'all talking about, I'm surprised. Kate, do you do instant coffee? I'm not looking up bottom bear. Fair enough, K-Laugh. No expectation of that. Scott Chick said, I enjoy a caramel macchiato from Starbucks, but today that rubbish Instant Works coffee will have to... You also have instant coffee. Wow. I haven't had instant coffee in decades.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Why don't you have a coffee pot? Am I taking a coffee pot for granted, Sean?
Maybe. But I always had a coffee pot, even when I was a college student making negative thousands of dollars a year. I had a Mr. Coffee coffee pot.
Yeah. I drink instant coffee more than I'd like to admit. Okay. Now we know.
Yucky.
Coffee pot at work. That was the worst, though, when you get to the communal coffee pot at work and no one has refilled it.
We have a K-Cup, a Keurig machine at our main office. And it dawned on me a couple weeks ago that I'm the only one that uses it. So it needed cleaned. And it's like, well, no one else uses it, so I'll just clean it.
You didn't want to, but then you realized it was the right thing to do.
Well, then it dawned on me, if I'm the only one making coffee at work, I'm going to get a different method of making coffee. I'll get a little electric kettle and make a pour over at work.
It's going to be centered. Oh, really high.
A little too far.
Yeah, at work I had an electric kettle and a small 2-cup pour over. Or not 2-cup, but it was like half the size of the normal pour over.
2-ply.
2-ply. And that changed my life. Calling it a 2-ply seems a little bit odd, though. Because it's smaller. And in 2-ply bathroom standards, that means the toilet paper is better.
Not better than 4-ply.
True. Well, that didn't work. Good morons, you culty vibes. Dandy's a rebel. I'm not supposed to drink coffee, but I do. You're safe.
Take that, the man.
A Dungeon says instant can be good, just need to find the right one. I mean, I would drink it in a pinch for sure. I've just not done it. Wow. Well, it's good to hear it's pretty okay. Because instant coffee is just so small that like it dissolves and you stir it, right?
Yeah. And see, I think even if you do have the right instant coffee and you say it's good, it's still not going to be better than brewing it any real way.
Oh, we've had quite the scientific process for KJ. He's tried almost every single instant coffee at the grocery store. 4-ply is very important for this kind of endeavor, for a more successful endeavor. Nice. Gosh, could you imagine 4-ply toilet paper?
Be so thick.
That went way farther than I anticipated. Oh, whoops. I'm just beating the heck out of you. There you go. Downs, it's a little bit too early for math, don't you suppose?
Folding 2-ply in half.
Scotchick, I mean, we can write you a note.
Mm-hmm.
Any takers on helping with the rest of the shift? You know, we could work on that. Yeah, we could see. Back to the madness. Well, good luck. I think we need to get you pods for the pod machine, though. I think that sounds like a problem we can solve. 200% more ply.
All the plies.
Dandy, are you talking about like those little sticks, like the Via? The Starbucks Via? Isn't that what those things are called?
I think so.
Because I've had the instant-ish, like Starbucks store-bought pumpkin spice latte. And those are pretty okay.
Instant coffee just makes me think of camping.
Oh, that's true. I've had that before, camping.
There's other ways to do good coffee camping, but that's always what we did when we went camping.
Percolator, right? And that's
Yeah.
something that... Yeah, and listen, I do that. I get pre-ground beans because I ran out of patience to grind beans. It's better coffee, right? That's a fact, but no. It's just too long. It just takes too much of my time. So I sacrifice the flavor. Uh-oh. Whoa. Scott Chick said, I think I'd have to call in on a live before they would let me off. Unalive, I like that. I am unalive. So you dead? Well, I'm unalive.
I'm not alive enough to come to work today.
I have a tin of the blonde roast Starbucks. The tubes are not as good. Maybe because I like strong coffee. Well, and I used to be very much like a dark roast. I think there was a Sumatra, which was a very good coffee from Starbucks. But I switched to the blonde roast probably a couple years ago. Get in there. Nice. You're saying there's a chance.
One more.
Worth telling you, too, it's National Coffee Day. It's also World Heart Day and Biscotti Day. If anything goes with Coffee Day, it's Biscotti.
It's hearts. Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
And also
That was better.
the hearts. Oh, I missed. That's going to hinder our chances there. Yeah, Biscotti. Like, I like the chocolate-dipped Biscotti. You know, the kind that has, like, the side Biscotti that's, like, chocolate?
Mm-hmm. I tried for a long time to like Biscotti. I don't dislike it, but I don't get it anymore. They're
Really?
so hard. So hard and crunchy. They're not bad. They're just not my favorite.
But you could dip it.
When you dip,
Yes, the biscotti dips as well.
I dip.
We all dip.
We dip.
Biscotti. 6:24 West Coast is 9:24 out on the East Coast is 2:24 for those watching in the UK. We have a bear question from Dandy.
I just couldn't bear to be here without Mike. So the Mike O Memorial Bear.
Yeah, it's been tough without Mike for this last 24 minutes. But that's why we have a bear there. It kind of looks like a Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, he's just kind of lurking in the background.
And where Sean and I live, there's an exit ramp to get to our neighborhood, and there's a vertical reader board, like a digital billboard. And yesterday, I was driving past it, and as I was approaching it, it was a Sasquatch picture, and then there was a caption, and by the time I got to it, it flipped over to the next slide. So I have no clue what the Sasquatch was trying to tell you or sell or whatever, but I wanted to take a picture for Mike. So next time I go by it, if it's safe to do so, I will take a picture of the Sasquatch billboard and send it to Mike. So shout out, Mike. Thanks for being here this morning. Coming up, in addition to those 2 days of the day, it's National Women's Health and Fitness Day and VFW Day. We will tell you about a hiker, a loose emu, and Colorado. Guess who that story's from?
The hoops.
Mm-hmm. Also, have you heard about Pokemon?
No.
Yeah, Pokemon's a pretty big deal. You got to catch them all. Yes. Yep. Gotta get them, catch them all. If you're trading the cards can go for many of $1. But there's a different type of Pokemon item that you can eat that's going for even more.
Is it Pikachu?
Chat, can you eat Pikachu?
Barbecued Pikachu?
I ate the Pikachu's liver with a side of Chianti and fava beans. I've never seen that movie. It's time for the news. Let's go to the newsroom. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. And this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. The bear's still there. First up, it's that time of month where we talk about the free games that are coming to services next month. First up, Xbox Games with Gold for October 2021. Your free games are thusly: Arrow is available all month from October 1st to the 31st. Hover is available from October 16th to November 15th. Castlevania Harmony of Despair is available from the 1st to the 15th. And Resident Evil Code Veronica X is available for the second half of the month from October 16th to the 31st. So there's still time to download your September's games with gold if you'd like to do so. And then check these out coming out soon. I think it's Samurai Showdown 2 is available still.
When you say the second half of the month, you can play these no matter when, or do they only allow you to play them for a certain period of time?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm not 100% sure how it works.
K-Laugh. That's it.
Those will be available in October. Next news story of the day is going to require some audience participation because you're going to have to click on the link. Because there's a teeny tiny Game Boy. And that's the whole story. It's so cute. It's super teeny tiny. It's called the Thumb Boy.
Oh my gosh. Is it even playable?
Yes. He is pushing the buttons in the little GIF that they posted. Oh, it's so cute.
It seems like this would have been a better visual.
The Thumby was a very small Game Boy-like device. It launched on Kickstarter today. And it's just super cute. It's from a company named Tiny Circuits. It's a keychain size. Who doesn't want a teeny tiny
All right.
Boy?
I got an idea. All right. I'd like a portable gaming device, okay? But if you can make it so that it was absolutely going to get lost, I'd really appreciate it.
It goes on your keychains.
Okay.
It measures 1.2 inches by 0.7 inches by 0.3 inches.
Did you see the caption on the tweet from Kotaku?
No, I don't think so.
It's a playable Game Boy for ants. Like the Zoolander quote.
That's right.
What a school for ants! That's not a very good Zoolander accent, but I tried. Oh, Dad, you said it! A Game Boy for ants? Yes. Nice work. 2 points.
It has super simple sorts of games, like Tetris, Snake, an auto runner, etc. So it apparently has multiple games, and its battery life is 2 hours.
How do you charge it?
USB. And the USB port on the bottom of it is like almost the same size as it itself. It does look kind of absurd when you have it plugged in, and the like plastic part at the end of the USB cord is as big as the Game Boy itself. It's super cute. So coming soon, we're going to be the internet's #1 Thumby stream. I don't know how we're going to stream them, but we'll figure it out.
USB.
And in our last news story of the day, Twitch is trying to do things again. This time they are reportedly launching new anti-hate raid tools for streamers. This is going to give content creators more control over who can chat on their channel. This is from Jared Moore of IGN. According to reporter Zach Bussey, this story is linking to a Kotaku article. So we're just going to play articleception. The platform is apparently planning to add features that will more easily allow streamers to restrict who can or cannot comment in their chats. This will be done through mobile and email verification.
When?
Soon.
Yep, that sounds correct.
But these are at least specific things that they have implemented, that rather than like, hey, we want to do this. I think these are specific tools that are done and ready. They just need to be launched. So I don't see a specific date on them. But soon. So this is one thing that people have been asking for. So this should help with some things. It's not gonna fix everything, but unfortunately, it seems like nothing's going to fix everything. But this is a start. So we'll keep an eye on that and see when that launches, but it should be coming soon. Kalaf says, all signs are pointing to it's yours forever as long as you claim it in time. Similar to other platforms.
Okay, that sounds right. PlayStation Plus works that way.
Yeah. And always last but not least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News, with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. We have Centipede Recharged out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Skeletal Avenger out on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Xbox One. Creepy Tales out on Xbox One. Drone Ridge out on Switch. Meteoroids 3D out on Switch. DAP out on PC.
No, that's different.
DAP. That's what the kids do, right? DAP.
Yeah. Yep.
Math Classroom Challenge out on Switch, Madness Project Nexus out on PC, and for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment. Today's name of the morning goes to A Juggler's Tale out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
Okay.
A Juggler's Tale.
Ooh. Is that how that works?
A Juggler's Tale.
Woo! Congratulations to A Juggler's Tale. You are now eligible for Name of the Month consideration. That's coming your way very, very soon. So soon that we can't even fathom how soon that's going to be. But it's going to be soon, and that's what's important. Bonus, not really a bonus thing, but that tweet right there, we retweeted on our Twitter yesterday. It is a link to the first view of the HBO series based on The Last of Us. So,
Yep.
what's that guy's name? Pedro Pascal or something like that? So, anyway. You can follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS, at HeftyGoof, at Sports.Gaming. Good moron to you, Gabe Pride. It is good to see you. Thank you for the host on Twitch. If you would like to learn more about all of the stories this morning, when you go to Twitter, just search
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
All right, we continue the show. It is National Coffee Day, so we're very excited about that. Unfortunately, I screwed up. I set my coffee to brew early this morning, too early, and so when I got to it, because I didn't get up as early as I'd hoped, my coffee was kind of cold. So I'm very sad. It's like drinking coffee that's been out about a couple hours. Yeah, I think I need a refresh.
Room temperature coffee is still good coffee.
I mean, I liked iced coffee, but I just don't think I don't like purgatory coffee, where it's in between.
Make up your mind, coffee.
Purgatory coffee coming from GMS. So
Who are you?
Dandy says, I just want constant doodle-doos every time Sean finishes a sentence on an upswing. I would agree with that. I think, Dandy, if we could hire somebody to just follow Sean around. Although, technically, you're doodling after certain things I say, so maybe we could become like a trio or a quartet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For our second anniversary stream, we'll hire like a choir, and then we'll say "Into the UK," and then behind us you'll hear doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Very choiry. It's not choiry. Hey, if you've ever been to Colorado, it's beautiful. Beautiful state. You get lots of nature. You can run around. It's a whole new world. Okay. Don't you dare close your eyes. The downside, though, is with all that space, sometimes things get lost. And in this instance, according to Ben Hooper of UPI, a visitor to a nature area captured video of her unexpected encounter with a non-native emu. Are emus not found in Colorado? It's not supposed to be in that spot. Lydia McCracken.
No idea.
Was walking with the grandparents and the dog. They're in the McMurray Natural Area in Fort Collins. And they were approached by a flightless bird. Now, which is native to Australia, but, I mean, there's emu farms in Pacific Northwest. Like, they're over here. Anyway.
Right.
Quote, he just casually kept strolling right up toward us. He seemed very social. My dog was not about it. He started kind of barking. McCracken told KDVR-TV. They took video of the bird, posted on Reddit. Hiker contact animal control. Authorities arrived before she left the area. Quote, they said they had a team coming up here, and a little while later we saw some animal control people and a couple of police officers driving around trying to find the thing. Said the emu, Fort Collins PD said the emu was captured safely and returned to its owner. The department did not identify the bird's owner or say how it ended up loose in the area. Emus are legal to keep as pets in Colorado.
Nice.
What's behind you? Is the bear moving? That's an intense looking emu back there.
Just looks green.
Just looks green. Quiet Eye of Gaming. Good moron to you. Says, look behind you.
Top of the moron.
You're right. This game is a lot harder when it's just the side by side, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just need to have you create like a size that you know works, and then you'll have an easier time. Yes. You'll see in the middle there, Allegris Frank going to join us from Slate, senior editor for Slate. You remember how last week Mike was all bent out of shape when the Mario casting was announced?
Uh-huh.
Allegra went and did a very deep dive and investigated whether or not Chris Pratt has ever played Mario. Ever. It's a thorough investigation, like connecting the dots. It looks like Charlie Day with the strings and whatnot in the back. So we're going to talk to Allegra about the investigation that's coming up on Friday's edition of Gaming Morning Show.
Chris Pratt did I don't know if it was on, I'm assuming it's just on Twitter, did a little video talking about getting cast as Mario after that news came out. And he talked about, playing the original game in an arcade or like in a pizza place or something like that, and doing it as a kid, and now getting the opportunity. And then at the end, he was like, "It's a me." He goes, "That's not the voice. I'm just kidding."
I bet people still freaked out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Inevitably.
I just want to see it.
Do you want to see the trailer?
Yeah.
It'll probably be pretty fine. I mean, they are professional actors after all.
They're professional actors, and this is a studio that makes animated movies all the time. And I was talking to someone else about this. Like, there are no Mario movies. There are no Nintendo movies, period. And this is a chance to launch a significant cinematic world of movies that is going to make everyone billions and billions of dollars. So if they didn't think that they could make this work with this cast, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like this could be $1 billion mistake to miscast. So I'm assuming they heard something in tests and casting calls with these people that I'm willing to at least see what they saw.
Quiet had the thought I had. As you said, they've never been any Nintendo movies, period. But wasn't there a 90s Super Mario Brothers movie?
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Revisionist. Oh, no. Revisionist history. You can't just pick and choose, Sean. Okay. You have to live in that.
Can't Pikachu's?
There's Pokemon movies. Did you just say you can't peek and choose? Oh, Sean. Yeah, absolute disrespect. Wasn't that like Gene Hackman who was in the original Super Mario?
Yep.
Played Bowser. I mean, that was right before Gene Hackman played the villain from Speed. I mean, talk about a turnaround.
I obviously recognize its terribleness, but part of me still likes that movie because it's so bad. Like, it's just so bizarre. Such weird choices.
It's so bad, it's good. Quiet, are you celebrating a coffee day? It's National Coffee Day, specifically. We'll tell you some tidbits about the history of coffee coming up after this game. We also have birthdays this day in gaming history on the way, too. There's a very good pre-1995 on this list. I have no clue if you're going to get the answer correct, but it's very good. There's a lot of popping the ball straight up in the air in this game.
Yeah, they keep coming in hot, and I keep deflecting it the best I can.
Nice.
Get it. Nice work.
Quiet said, I actually tried to come back to coffee the other day, but I am pretty sure it gives me heartburn. Oh.
Bummer.
Can we have a moment of coffee silence for Quiet's heartburn?
It burns.
Thanks. Yeah, I am very thankful I do not have heartburn. At least frequent heartburn. I mean, it happens every once in a while, but not with things like coffee or spicy foods. Well, then again, what's my intake of spicy food? So, you know, we're not dealing with a pretty big sample size there. Have you completed, Quiet, the task from Look It's Mike O to get inducted to the Temple of the Six? Mike was looking for a picture. Oh, I missed. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so probably
Nice.
on Friday, if not tomorrow, I anticipate an induction. Down says Nintendo made a movie in '99 called Owl's Castle. Let's go to our Owl's Castle expert. Here's Shaw.
I saw an owl once. It went, whoo.
Have you ever seen a castle?
Yes.
Okay. With those powers combined. Do you have any idea what it was about, Downs? Nah, I screwed that up. Good thing our Teflon's back there. Nothing sticks to them. Urge. Also, excited to tell you that we have some guest hosts scheduled for the next couple of weeks as well. I thought about getting a guest host today. I was going to reach out to Chris M.E. and then realize that Sean's here for 2 hours today. So the last hour I just have to do solo, which I can handle. I'm prepared.
About that.
Oh, no! Someone wake up Chris M.E. right now. Whoever has Chris M.E.'s phone number, dial it. Burp, 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 burp. That's Chris M.E.'s alarm. Uh-oh. Well, the plan is falling apart. Someone go get Mike out of court. Okay.
GMS from court.
So Mike's sitting in the back of the courtroom, and then all of a sudden Mike has to be like, doo-doo. Just really quiet. It's in the phone. It's like, what are you doing there? And then Mike has to ask the judge what their favorite kind of coffee is. With 5 seconds left, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a Japanese ninja film? And it was made by Nintendo? Oh, all right. We'll have a movie trailer coming up after this game. We also have birthdays this day in gaming history. K-Lab's voting for an Owl's Castle watch party. Get right on top of that, Rose. It's a quote from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. That was my summer movie, like 1997. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead was on HBO like every 4 minutes during that summer. I watched it a lot.
Did you
Christina
tell Mom?
Applegate. What's that?
Did you tell Mom?
Well, no, you can't. You're not supposed to. Well, that backfired. We got this. If everyone starts saying, just score already, we'll probably score already. Nice. Ah, you can't get through 2-2. Tutu. Get out of the way. Tutu sounds like an AI. It's not. They're very good at this game. Ugh. All right. I'm going to just blast Tutu. You go score the goal. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Just end the game already.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go blast Tutu. The goal is clear. I repeat, the goal is clear.
Well, it's clear of 2-2.
Yes, it worked.
The other two were there.
Listen, I can only do so much, okay? I get fullback credit for that one.
That was pretty good.
Nice. That was like a bicycle kick. Look at that. We're one of life's
Little
winners.
flippy flip.
We did it. We're one of life's winners, chat.
That's a long game.
You are one of life's winners.
Bob, we said that already. My gosh. 6:50 West Coast time. 9:50 out on the East is 2:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Here we go. And action. As the great military commander, Nobunaga Oda, was consolidating his power across Japan, one of his actions was to wipe out a clan of assassins, killing every man, woman, and child he found in the village. Years later, one of the survivors has hired a young but skilled assassin to avenge the deaths of his friends and family. His mission: to sneak into the most heavily guarded castle in Japan and kill the supreme ruler of the country. This summer, Nintendo presents Owl's Castle. Do you have any like
Owly.
movie trailer like background music? Just give me a little less. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with. Nah, this is too dramatic. Let's go with that first one. It was the 1970s in New York City, and the disco scene was taking off. As a great military commander, Nobunaga Oda was consolidating his power across Japan. One of his actions was to wipe out a clan of assassins, killing every man, woman, and child he found in the village. There's no reason not to party. Years later, one of the survivors has hired a young and skilled assassin to avenge the deaths of his friends and family. His mission: gotta sneak in that heavily guarded castle in Japan and get funky by killing the supreme ruler of the country. This summer, it's Howl's Moving Castle from Nintendo. Okay. Now you know. That was kind of funky.
Play that funky music.
Starring Dory and Terry Funk. That's right. And Danny DeVito as... Anyway. Yeah, it's funky. It's time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, we would like to celebrate with you. It'd be a lot of fun. We promise. We do have a community birthday coming up tomorrow, I think. You know one of those things where you're just watching someone stream, and they're like, hey, thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun for you hanging out here. And tomorrow's the birthday stream, so we'll see you later. Like, wait. Did I just catch a birthday in there? So I think their birthday is tomorrow. I think. Find out on Thursday's Gaming Morning Show. Today is rocker Jerry Lee Lewis's 86th birthday.
Nice.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Wasn't that a Jerry Lee Lewis song? Or Great Balls of Fire? Maybe both.
I cannot prove you incorrect.
I think
Sounds right.
Good golly, Miss Molly might have been a Little Richard song. So I'm gonna go Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Quiet. All right.
And Good Golly Miss Molly in March of 1963.
When did Little Richard do it? So that was March 1963.
It was 56, October 1956.
So Little Richard gets great.
And Little Richard first heard the phrase "Good golly, Miss Molly" from a Southern DJ named Jimmy Pinnock.
By the way, I'm not joking with what I'm about to say. I spent 19 minutes of my life yesterday watching the Vice YouTube channel's presentation of the story of the thong song. It was very interesting. Legitimately interesting. I will put it into the chat. It was interesting enough to share. But if you've ever wondered about how the 1996 thong song came to be, maybe a little later. Could that have been 98? With Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco's a friend of Kind of Funny. He helped produce some of their music for their shows.
Of course, that happened. Apparently very talented. Like, the people in this documentary are like, we had a chance to work with Cisco, so we gave him Michael Jackson's song. The sound behind the thong song was originally being made for Michael Jackson. Not the song lyrics, but okay.
But what if? What if? That'd be amazing.
Thong song. Ian McShane turned 79. And this picture of Ian McShane kind of looks like Al Pacino.
Yeah, he does. His acting career stretches out almost 60 years.
Andrew Dice Clay turned 64 today, comedian. Actress Chrissy Metz turns 41.
From,
You got this.
that one show. This Is Us? Is that it?
Is that the one that makes everyone cry on NBC?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I like how This Is Us is getting over, and then they're putting out this new one called Ordinary Joe, and it's like, it's the This of Us that you'll still have. Basically, like, we didn't want to end This Is Us, but we probably have to, so please keep watching this show. I mean, listen, it's got to be hard to be a TV executive, honestly.
They, all the siblings in that show died except for one, and then they changed the name to The Last of Us. It's a very different show now.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Kelly McCreary turns 40. Actress. I like this one. Dancer and TV Stephen Boss is 39. Stephen Boss is known as Twitch, which is the dancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Twitch is great.
Yeah, he's great. He was on So You Think You Can Dance. Shooby-dooby-doo dance. And I really like that season. He does this thing. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I want to say the other dancer's name is Alex Wong, but I don't know that for a fact. But they did a dance routine to get out of your mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that was when Twitch came back as an all-star.
Yeah.
He's good. I enjoy him. Yeah. I also maintain that he should be able to have twitch.tv/Twitch because that's his name.
Is it Twitch? Has Twitch?
I'm sure it's Twitch, but they should give it to him because it was his name first.
NFL's Calvin Johnson is 36, hasn't played for a while. In fact, inducted to the Hall of Fame this past year. 36. As I was researching Calvin Johnson's age, found out that apparently was at the latest or one of the most recent Lions home games to get inducted because he kind of retired early because, well, he played for the Lions, which they have a track record of that because Barry Sanders also did the same thing. And went out halftime, gave a speech and everything, and everyone booed, not for Calvin Johnson, but because they were so frustrated with ownership that they couldn't make Calvin Johnson want to play football longer. Hall of Famer, Calvin Johnson. Future Hall of Famer in the NBA, Kevin Durant, is 33 today.
You can see into the future?
Just a sec. Yes. Kevin Durant, Hall of Famer.
Wow. Heard it here first. Hot take.
That's kind of lukewarm take. Singer Halsey turns 27 today.
Nice.
Did you like the first Sing movie?
It was fine.
Yeah, that's fair. It was fine. So, there's going to be another one. Halsey will be in it.
Sing 2.
How'd they come up with that name?
Who knows?
Never know. Next year, we have an exciting birthday for actor Drake Hogestyn from Days of Our Lives. Drake is going to be 69 next year.
Nice. Almost.
Get ready. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, there's a lot on the
Zachary
list.
Levi from Chuck is 41.
Was Zachary Levi Chuck?
Yes.
Okay.
He was also Shazam.
Interestingly enough, I get Chuck confused with the TV show Ed, and actor Rachel Cronin of Ed is 50 today.
Yeah, those are different shows.
Quiet. When I said that about being TV executives hard, that is true. They don't not get paid well. So from a money standpoint, that's not where I was going. But just like having to try to constantly find something that's going to work, especially in like the landscape of streaming, that's got to be a pain in the butt. But yes, they're well compensated, certainly. This day in gaming history, we go back to 1983, which gives us a chance to play Sean's favorite game, Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit. You lost yesterday.
I did. I'm gonna stick with it though. I don't think we've entered lawsuit season. I think that was closer to Christmas time last time. So I'm gonna say not a lawsuit.
Not a lawsuit. 1983, Atari. They dumped 14 to 20 truckloads of game cartridges and other computer entertainment into a landfill in New Mexico. 14 to 20, which, I mean, trucks are fairly noticeable. So whoever started counting and got to 14, I wonder if what happened was they had to start piecing together how many had shown up, and someone's like, well, I've at least seen 7. And then like another person's like, oh, I've seen 3. And then eventually they got to, well, it's somewhere between 4. You think that's how that works? I don't know.
I think they counted trucks like kids count long train cars, you know, and they get bored and they lose track. And like, I don't know, I got to 80 and was tired of this game.
1, 2. Although my daughter reported first field trip of the year on the way home, they actually did get from 100 bottles of pop on the wall to 0.
Wow.
So
Impressive. First time in history.
Congratulations, daughter. Anyway, allegedly 5 to 6 million of the cartridges that were dumped in this landfill in New Mexico were the E.T. game.
Makes sense.
But they didn't have anywhere else to go. Wouldn't it have been great if they build these cartridges and then if it flopped, they could disassemble them and put a different game in them, so they didn't at least have to throw away all the cartridges. They just have to throw away some of the circuitry.
Right.
Do
you think if streaming was a thing back then like it is now, ET would have been successful because streamers would have played it ironically? I bet so.
I don't know. Maybe, do you want me to go to the future and find out?
Yeah.
Okay, Ray.
Well, you have to go to like an alternative past.
I can't go.
So you
I
have to
can't
go
go
back in
backwards.
time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I want to.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You can.
Yes, they did. 1995, Sony launches the PlayStation in Europe. It was 299 UK pounds sterling. The next year, Nintendo released the Nintendo 64. I didn't realize the Nintendo 64 showed up after the PlayStation.
Apparently.
Especially a year later. That was in 1996, and with it came Super Mario 64, Pilot Wings 64, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Nope, that's a lie. Nope, just kidding. Just the first two I mentioned. That was 1996. Because then the next thing I was about to say is, holy cow, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was released? No, it was 1999 that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater came out. So, there you go. There's your answer. 2003 NFL Blitz Pro came out for a whole bunch of machines. And in 2009, Square Enix released Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days video game for Nintendo DS. I repeat, 358/2 days. We're not even to 365. What?
I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is weird. They got problems.
In 2017, Studio MDHR released Cuphead. That game was fun to watch. Archie just torture herself with.
So hard. It's so hard.
There you go. There's your This Day in Gaming History and Birthdays. So, has anyone woken Chris M.E. up, by the way? Sorry, I cut you off. Chris M.E., are you there? Hello?
Downs asks if we have pop on the wall over here. We do have beer on the wall, but this was an elementary school field trip, so they were singing pop on.
Yeah, they have not been corrupted yet by the booze.
But we do typically sing beer on the wall as well.
We should do it now. Let's just do that for the rest of the show. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. I'll do the shot.
Wait. 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
99 bottles of beer. You take one down.
You get me.
Pet it around.
Boop. There was just one though, so.
Now that one bear on the wall is now gone. Oh, you were ahead of your time, Downs. 99 pictures of bear. All right. Well, I guess we have to say goodbye to Sean.
Control V.
Can someone please wake up Chris M.E.? Early in the... Good moron to you, Joel. We'll be back.
Good moron.
Next hour, we have a top 10 list. We don't have Mike either, so this is very much blank, but not because of anyone's fault but my own. So we'll get you a coffee-related list on the other side. Also, sports! Scott Chick, you're not going to like this. We'll take our break and come back with more Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Thank you for being with us. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. We'll be right back.
Promise myself I'm not to blame. I think I'm ready now, ready now, ready now. And I'm so over you dragging me down. Just wanna let it out, let it out, let it out. Feel so free, gonna shout it out loud. Without you I'm limitless. There's nothing that you could do to break my spirit or shatter the silence. Oh, I'm
Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. It is my time to move. I will not follow through, cause I got my own mind, winning on my own time. Didn't come when I wanted, but it's always on time. I'ma go and get it, and it's all part of my vision. Then I'ma show everyone I can make it. I'm different. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. 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 Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 You can't hold me. Look at where I came from. I can never fall back to the same ones. Feeling good vibes now, but the hard times is what we raised from. Turn to the ambition we are made from. We don't run, we don't fall, we don't stop, we don't fail. We take all our doubts, the dark clouds, and we still prevail. Raise a fist to the sky, a solution's there. And we stand for the dreamers, a revolution's here. You cannot stop us. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. It's a revolution. It's a revolution. Yeah. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. A revolution. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. You can't hold me down. You won't hold us down. You can't hold us down. Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 Yeah, you can't hold us down. Yo, we gon' hold it down. Hold it down, yeah. You can't hold us down. Hold it down, yeah. We gon' hold it down. Yeah.
I made a couple things in my life, but this one takes a cake. Sat in front of the camera, started streaming the game. Next thing I know, I've got friends all around the world. Shaping the girl who I know I'll grow. I never saw this coming, no, I never imagined. They said you'll never be anything special in this world. Well, guess what? The joke's on them because I'm in a new world. They'll never leave the small towns and little places that are stuck in the ground. No, they'll never see the faces, and I can't let that waste. So I packed up and moved far away from home. Yeah, I've grown up, mama, I need something different. I overcame the odds, most of it was disappointment. But see, I've changed my tune. Now I support myself, I'll do anything I put my mind to. I did something different, I overcame the odds, most of it was disappointment. But see, I've changed my tune. I'll do anything I put my mind to. Well, some try to say that it's hard to progress. Well, I'll beg to differ because I found the best people to teach me how to do it greater.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Put it on a pancake. Time for hour number 2 right now.
Morning, gamer. It's good to see you. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. I am Hefty Goof. Yes, please, K-Laugh. You are welcome to join. If anyone else wants to play some Rocket League this morning, let me know. I tried to send Chris a DM on Discord. Someone mentioned the other day that they have Chris's phone number. Chris, I need your phone number. This is literally our conversation yesterday. Wait, did you get a guest? This is Chris Hemme. Wait, did you get a guest host for tomorrow? You can always ask. I said, I was going to, but then realized Sean is there for 2 hours tomorrow, so I only have to do 1 hour solo. Thought it was going to be 2. And then I mentioned, Chris, I do need some help in the coming weeks. Yeah, I actually had intended to write Chris several times on Tuesday because I was going to have Chris come in and guest host if Chris was available. And then I was like, it'll be fine. So Chris will guest host, I think, next week, in fact. We already have a 5 questions GMS guest scheduled for next week. And then on Friday, we have Allegra Frank joining us from Slate. We're going to talk about the investigation into how much Chris Pratt has played Mario in Chris Pratt's life. Okay. Scott Chick, I saw that you said terrible state of affairs. Someone speak to management about breaks not coinciding. Absolutely understood. This is for you.
Cutest pet on the internet I have. This one, so cute. Who's got the cutest pet on the internet I have? This one, so cute.
Hopefully that makes up for things, okay? And yes, I will DM you about the Ancestors Castle. If you have the ability to DM me, to remind me to DM you, that will also help. I will just kind of check everything afterward. No longer grumpy, genius. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go, Scott Chick. It is 7:16 on the 7:16 on the West Coast. Holy cow! This day is flying by so fast. Breaking news in the Gaming Morning Show: we have solved the case of the really cold coffee. This is my Starbucks cup this morning, and I complained in the first hour that I had made coffee so early, in like the 3 o'clock hour. Did not end up getting up that early. I was supposed to do some work before I got to the show. And I was wondering, why is my coffee so cold? It's only been turned off for a couple of minutes, maybe like 15 minutes at the most. Okay. Well, it turns out that our recent power outage happened. It's a couple days ago. And I had not yet rechanged the settings so that the coffee pot stayed on for 2 hours. It was only staying on for 30 minutes. So the coffee I was drinking in the 6 o'clock hour on Gaming Morning Show was actually 3:55 turned off coffee. So it was like 2 hours cold. Well, that sucks. So I've at least solved that mystery. Now it's microwaved hot. So that's good. All right, let's see. Top 10 coffee. Coffee methods. I wonder if we could find a top 10 list of how to make coffee. Yep. 19 ways to brew amazing coffee, or 10 best coffee brewing methods. Let me see if this one has details. Yep, here we go. So this will be our top 10 list coming up in about 10 minutes from now. 10 of the world's best coffee brewing methods. So, there you go. Yes, like zoinks, G-Scoob. We solved the mystery of the really cold coffee. Nice check-in early, Nintendo nerds. It is good to see you on Gaming Morning Show.
Good moron.
Running solo unexpectedly. But that's okay. I've done this for years. Good moron to you, Gonzo Gump. It is good to see you.
Top of the moron.
K-Laugh and I are going to play a little Rocket League. Coming up, too, in addition to top 10 list with coffee and, you know, the way it's created and stuff. We will also tell you about what's more valuable, allegedly, than Pokemon cards. But it's Pokemon related. According to NationalDayCalendar.com, when determining the body of a coffee, the bean, the roast, and the brew are all factors. Welcome to the Jellybone Jabroni Memorial Automod Club, Nintendo nerds, with Gonzo. The bean affects the texture of the coffee, whether it's silky, creamy, thick, or thin on the tongue and throat. However, the darker the roast and how we brew it will alter the feel of a coffee's body. Grandpa's motor oil blend versus the coffee shop around the corner's silky smooth, well-practiced grind have entirely different bodies. Bye, Scott Chick. We'll miss you. Have a good one. French press is great, but I'm too lazy for all that. I never make French press. It tastes great. You're absolutely right. I should be that patient. I mean, really, all you have to do is you put the coffee in the water, right? And then you let it sit there for like 10 minutes, and then you do the plunger, right? I just pour over is faster for me. So. Oh, so Hofbrew, Gonzo, gave us a subscription to Trade. Like some of the earlier coffees that we, shared on the show came from Trade. Love that idea. The only complaint I have about Trade is I want bigger quantities of coffee because I don't want to throw away as many bags. And Trade was only sending me like the about yay size bags. And through auto fulfillment on Amazon, we can get like the 20 some ounce bags of Starbucks. And I'm still on board with heading down to the cool place here in town to get my coffee. Okay. But haven't. Good morning, Gabe. Thank you again for the host. The best part of my job is the coffee pot right next to my desk. Yes. When I brought in the electric kettle and the pour over machine into my office, changed my life. It's great. Yeah, you get 2 of those every 3 weeks. So do they have bigger quantities that you can get, or are they pretty small? Nintendo. Not that this is a, ad for Trade, but it was a good coffee plan. And I like that they did one of those profiles too. They ask you like what kind of coffee you like to drink. I chew. All right, there we go. Now ready to play Rocket League. I missed. Sometimes I like to think that I miss the ball on purpose to look like, in real soccer, you'll have like fake corner kicks where they go to like kick and then they drop it off to a teammate. I like to think that that's what I do. Oh, I didn't know that, Nintendo. Other fun fact, light roast has more caffeine than dark roast. I did not know that. So. I mean, I used to really like dark roast coffee, but probably for the last 2 or 3 years, I've definitely been on a blonde or light roast kick, for sure. And honestly, like, I don't drink coffee for the caffeine. Like, I don't get decaffeinated coffee because I don't mind caffeine. But, like, I love the taste of coffee. In fact, doing kind of the intermittent fasting method by and large, still have some adjustments to make because it's really hard to work a job that has a lot of evening events and not have a plan in place. So I got to get that part solved, but mostly just been eating between 10 and 6. And I don't mind that at all. It works really well for me. But part of the thing is you can't have cream or anything in your coffee. But I just genuinely love the taste of black coffee as it is. So it's been a pretty good adjustment for me. Just to be like, hey, yeah, I can have coffee in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, the taste of the coffee itself is important to me. Now, don't get me wrong. You add in some creamer, or like yesterday I got a chance to go get my pumpkin spice latte. Let's go. Shout out PSL. Was able to eat it. So. Actually, I think Nintendo was, before I even was going to invite Chris yesterday, I'd asked Nintendo last week if Nintendo was free today, because I thought at that time that Sean was gone for 2 hours. which turns out he was, even though I didn't think he was. Anyway, point being is the guest hosting thing has been. However, wait. Is there actually a PSL on Twitch? That would be hilarious. Are they good? That would be awesome. Oh. Get in there. Let's go. There isn't. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Gonzo, you try a shout out. Try to shout out yourself. It makes me wonder. I think we have just shout outs turned on in general. Which I didn't think we did. But you know, I noticed it the other day when I actually did an exclamation point shout out, because all of our shout outs that are programmed through the restream thing are a different code, and they don't just work out of Twitch. But there you go. So, yeah, shout out who you want until we turn that off. Many legendary, this is more National Day calendar, many legendary accounts tell how coffee first came to be. However, the earliest credible evidence of either drinking coffee or the knowledge of a coffee tree appears in the middle of the 15th century in the Sufi monasteries around Mocha in Yemen. M-O-K-H-A. Mocha. Here, monks first roasted coffee seeds and brewed coffee, much like we prepare them today. Yemeni traders brought coffee back to their homeland from Ethiopia and began to cultivate the seed. Now, listen, K-Laugh. This is M-O-K-H-A in Yemen. Is there any connection between the mocha we know now and mocha in Yemen? Because my first instinct was to think mocha was like chocolate in a different language, and now I'm doubting myself. Because that would be great if it was more of an homage to these monks in Yemen. Well, I mean, that's Gonzo, like, that's the premise for so many, like, inventions in history, right? Is who thought to do that? Like, that's where curiosity is great. I'm very curious about what interests people. That's one of the things that I like about doing the interviews on the show. Like Dario yesterday, I have no interest in playing Clid the Snail myself. I think I'd love to watch Sean play Clid the Snail on GMS Plays, but it's already out, and that's kind of not what Sean's doing anymore with plays. Point being, like, I love watching people play games, but the reason I was fascinated by that was I was like, well, let's get the inside story of why this game came to be. Who decided to make a game based around a snail? And what we learned was a snail is, you know, someone who lives in its, you know, something that lives in its own house. They had one person doing the art for this game that looks like a gigantic studio put it together. Like, it's a beautiful game. So anyway, surprised. But that's why I like it. I'd love to know, yeah, who is the person, the monk, it sounds like, in Yemen, who was like, this sounds delicious. Quiet has it right. Bean juice. Right? Who would have thought? But 'tis the case. All right, we're running a little behind schedule. We got list of the day coming up next. This looks very much like an SEO article that was designed just to try to basically sell affiliate links. But it works. It ships. It's a top 10 list. Nice. Get in there. Ah, so close. We are the champions, my friend. 7:29 West Coast time. It is 10:29 out on the East. 3:29 for those watching in the UK. I miss Sean. Thanks, Quiet. It was nice of you to try. Gets so lonely when he's not here. I just make riffs and then no one's there to do. Yeah, Gonzo. I miss him too. I didn't think it'd be this hard just a couple of minutes in, but never gets easy. K-Laugh, great job on that game, by the way. We were asking you if Mocha, M-O-K-H-A, in Yemen, M-O-K-H-A, has anything to do with the fact that a chocolatey coffee drink is known as a mocha. Because that's apparently where some of the first coffee, or Quiet I Am Gaming, the first bean juice was brewed. All right, let's give you 10 of the world's best coffee brewing methods. This comes your way courtesy of techlifeland.com, reviewing tech products to make your life easier. This one was written by Sophia Green back in September 2019. 10 of the world's best coffee brewing methods on National Coffee Day. We are asking you for things like, you know, what your favorite type of coffee is, a lot of blonde roasts from the second hour crew, and the best way to make it. So, yeah, we've had a couple of those. Just a sec, I need to send a message to somebody. All right, here we go. Here's your list. Number one on this list.
One.
Oh, wow, you're fast. K-Laugh says, yeah, mocha is just an alternative spelling of mocha. Also M-O-C-C-A and M-O-K-A. Well, there you go. And it's an homage to the place where coffee started. Drip coffee brewing is the number one way, which is, you know, a great way. Doesn't make the robust flavor, but it is easy, right? You can program them if you get the right kind. Look, we learned in the first hour chat that many of you drink more instant coffee than I would have thought. I really didn't realize instant coffee was used so much because I've always been used to doing a drip coffee maker. You get them at the store for like $10 and you just throw some coffee beans in there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Two.
Pour over. This is number one. I know there's going to be others on this whole thing that like probably taste better and better and better. I love pour over coffee. In fact, this person, Sophia, right? Sophia? Yeah. Says home coffee brewing. The best way to go about it is with pour overs. If you've been drinking coffee while in college, you probably have been used. No, I wish that I had this brewing method in college. I missed out because I didn't use this. Again, I learned about this. You know, there's a great Instagram or TikTok account with this guy's like, here's something I wish I knew before my 30s. Like, pour over coffee brewing would have been like number one on my list. Good morning to you, Gray. It is good to see you. Thank you for stopping in whilst working and lurking.
Top of the Mora.
And to you too, Lady Kate. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Yeah, Gonzo. A whole bunch of good things. Showed me how to peel an orange the other day. Been doing it wrong my whole life. And there's even more of those. Yeah. If you find the person's link off the top of your head, put it in Discord and I'll share it on the stream. Number 3 behind pour over coffee brewing.
3
is something called Clever Drip. It's a pour over coffee brewing method, like pour overs, but slight difference is there's a stopper on the bottom of the cup that halts the extraction to allow for a full extraction of flavors. Just add the filter as you normally would, coffee beans, put the water at the level you want, stir a little, and wait at least 90 seconds. Okay. Number 4 is the Nintendo Nerds Memorial French Press. Listen, my wife likes French press more than pour over. and will occasionally make French press coffee. So, yeah, I mean, it's really good. It sits there and steeps, and then you just kind of plunge down the grounds. It's pretty okay. I wonder what makes it better than pour over, though. It is good for traveling.
5.
All right, this one's called an AeroPress, and I've never heard of this one. Anyone ever heard of AeroPress? It was made in 2005, and apparently it's very good for campers and travelers. So you use pressure to make this work. 2-step process. Really, Culty? Okay. It's very strong and looks similar to espresso. You need an AeroPress brewer. Just a sec. AeroPress coffee maker with tote bag. $31. Okay. Well, there you go. Was that 5?
6.
I don't know. Mocha. Okay, this apparently originates in Italy. It's a coffee brewing technique that the North Americas and Europe coffee lovers, it says North Americas, okay, have been using since 1933. It is perhaps the best coffee brewing method for coffee lovers who love strong coffee. You use steam, and that allows the water to mix with coffee grounds the same way you do with espresso. Then you add water to the pot till it fills the base, and you add your loosely grinds in the filter funnel. I feel like this is written by EI. I just said EI. EIEIO. Written by AI. Anyway, you cover the top of the mocha pot firmly, use medium heat. Once the pot starts to produce a lot of noise, take it off the heat. Okay, there you go. That's number 6.
7.
Cold brew. Public service announcement, rather. Cold brew is not iced coffee. Iced coffee is not cold brew. If you have stomach problems, cold brew is the best choice for you. Gosh, was Dandy the one who said that coffee upsets? No. Someone that was in here said heartburn. Dungeon? No, Dungeon drinks coffee. Who said something about heartburn? Oh, maybe it was Quiet. Was Quiet? Were you the one who said heartburn? Because cold brew might be a way to avoid some heartburn. As the name suggests, make it with cold water, and then you leave it soaking for 12 to 36 hours. I started doing this with an infuser, and it worked really great. Not an infuser. Is that what that is? The water thing? It's like an hourglass shaped thing, and then it has like a stem through the middle, and you'd put like fruit in there to make like cucumber water. Anyway, that's a thing. You didn't really need it to make cold brew, to be honest, but I used that same thing that we had. So anyway, cold brew. Yeah, infusion pitcher. It worked okay. According to Hoffman, multiple times he's done tastings for the family with one bean roast, but different styles of prep. I didn't know your brother was such a coffee connoisseur. So, yeah, I really like cold brew. Starbucks has a cold brew sweet cream thing. Light sweet cream, not more than that, because then it just becomes like cream. But exactly, Lady K, that's the difference. All right, number 8 is Turkish coffee. Coffee brewing method is similar to others described above. You grind your coffee beans. You pour the beans on hot water. Brew on an Ibrik. I-B-R-I-K. Ibrik. And enjoy the coffee. However, the grinds need to be fine powder, and the size of the grind is also large. However, the grinds need to be fine powder, and the size of the grind is also large. I'm not misreading things, right? Did that make sense to you? Concept. There was a farmer who had a dog, and espresso was its name-o. Hoffbrew, it's not your fault. Listen, I want all coffee bags to be, at worst, compostable. But a lot of them are wax coated, and it probably makes sense with trade because they're shipping it all over the world, or at least the country. So it wasn't your fault, but that's the only reason I didn't keep going with it. I love Starbucks for consistency reasons. I like going to the local coffee shop too. But the more varieties of things I can try, I'm all about that. Which is why I love Hofbrew. Hofbrew brings me lots of varieties of beer. Which, by the way, we got beer and coffee day back to back.
9.
Which, this brings me to my classic question. Can I start a poll? I wonder if the polls work yet. If you had to give up one, would you give up coffee or beer first? And I acknowledge that not everyone drinks alcohol, so. All right, this is going to last for a minute. Service error, try again in a moment. Why can I not do polls? I don't understand. There you go. Press 1 for coffee. Press 2 for beer. See, in Downs, I used to be with you. I used to say I would give up coffee before beer, but I'm wrong. No. I would easily give up beer before coffee. Yeah, and I love beer. Absolutely. I like hanging out with people drinking varieties of beer, but coffee is my favorite thing on them. I had to once go through a 3-week span where I couldn't drink coffee, and it sucked. I was so excited for that first cup of coffee afterward. Anyway, number 9 is espresso.
9.
We went from Turkish coffee to espresso. Method uses pressure where hot water is pushed through the ground coffee. If you love bold, rich aroma and flavor. I tried to do this for a little while when I was trying to avoid drinking any other caloric drinks. I would just go to the coffee shop and get a shot of espresso. It worked for a little while, but Nintendo said beer is delicious. Beer was not my issue when I was an alcoholic, but still easy. Caffeine wins out. Yeah, I prefer, like, kind of in the spectrum of alcoholic beverages, I do prefer beer first. Then I like wine a lot. Like, if I had more wine friends, I'd probably be a primarily wine drinker. I love wine. And then liquor's fine. Liquor's fine. I only drink coffee at other people's houses. I drink tea at home. I would love
1-0
to invite you over, Lady K, to have a cup of coffee. Chemex is the last one. And like I said, this is the thing that looks like an hourglass in a chemist's beaker simultaneously poured into one. It's nuts. But I remember there was, again, I referenced a trip. We did Idaho to Massachusetts to move a friend. We stopped in St. Louis. And I had one of the best Chemex cups of coffee I've ever had in my life. I think they take a long time, right? Chemex, it takes a while. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of like science that goes in this. The author says the only drawback with this method is that you'll have to master some details about the size of the grind, how to heat the water, etc., etc., etc. There you go. 10 of the world's best coffee brewing methods from Tech something something. I'm literally pasting it into the chat. This is what happens when you don't have your full. From techlifeland.com, where I go for all of my tech, life, and land. So, there you go. Boom. All right. It's Gaming Morning Show. It's 7:43 out on the West Coast. It's 10:43 for those watching in the East. 3:43 for those watching. Well, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get sad again. But you know where you are watching it if it's 3:43. And if Hyper's lurking, it's 12:43 in the AM Sydney time. I am Hefty Goof. We're going to do sports coming up in just a little bit. There's apparently, according to Sharon Pruitt Young of NPR, rare Pokemon Oreos that are selling for thousands of dollars on eBay. So, you know, like I took my kids to a card store a couple of weeks ago, maybe over a month ago, and they wanted Pokemon cards that were in this display case. Okay. And one of my kids bought a card that was like $27 or something. And that's because she didn't have enough money for the one that was $74. And apparently, like, this $74 price tag is not that expensive for Pokemon cards. $74! And when I called the store, there was 2 reasons we decided to go down to the card store. One, support local, because at the time, our kids were being watched. This was during the summertime. Our kids were being watched by a high school student who had helped us kind of navigate the difficulties of, you know, working full-time and having 2 kids at home all the time. It was great. Absolutely great. And had helped them find Pokemon card bundles on Amazon. And there were all these guarantees with this card bundle. It was like, guaranteed to have this type of card, and this type of card, and this type. And I was like, this seems like a scam. That was my first thought. And so I called this card store to see what their opinion was. And listen, they could also be scamming me by saying, oh yeah, no, that's guaranteed to be a scam, right? I don't know anything about Pokemon cards. But I said, well, at worst, we'll go down to the store and we will support a local place and get a Pokemon card. So we went down there because they were like, hey, we also got these new packs of this in. They're in now, and if you show up tomorrow, they might not be in, because apparently that's how quickly Pokemon cards are selling. Is like people get packs in, and then other people come in and buy like boxes of them. Anyway, this is what I'm understanding, and I bet at least 54% of what I just said is true. Okay. So we go to this place. They buy this card. I'm like, $74 for a Pokemon card. Can't believe this. Well, fast forward now to the fact that, hey, if you thought Pokemon cards were getting expensive, well, just you wait, because now there's a pack of Oreos that are selling for thousands of dollars on eBay. They were launched earlier this month, their Oreo Pokemon collaboration, and they are emblazoned with one of 16 Pokemon. On the package or in the cookie? I think it's actually on the cookie. And there's one extremely rare Pokemon, a Mew. A Mew. I repeat, a Mew. Which I believe I remember from Copia's Pokemon drawing contest. And because of that, if you look for Mew Oreos, you can find them online for $50,000 to $10,000 to $100,000, according to NPR. Some promise that the cookie is, quote, in mint condition. Mint condition. One claims that cookie was only handled with tongs, while others include photos showing the snack tucked safely in a plastic bag. Judging from items listed as sold, a number of the cookies have gone for as low as a few dollars, but some have actually sold for $15,000. Nice, Nintendo. Nice. Yes, 2 days ago, I went to Sean's house, and they had busted out some mint-flavored Kit Kats. And I looked at Sean, and I said, man, that Kit Kat sure looks like it's in mint condition. Mint condition. A Pokemon card went for $369,000. What? Like, I mean, this is just a scarcity market. Like, I get it. I understand the economics behind it. Wow. Nearly $400,000. Wait. One of the Paul brothers wears it as a necklace. I miss watching The Price is Right. Bob Barker's still alive, right? Right? I got a good feeling about this. Ah. Yeah, I knew Drew Carey was the host of Price is Right, but I mean, I knew also that Bob Barker wasn't replaced because Bob was dead. Oh, I missed. Plowed the road though, but I can't remember if Bob. Yeah, Caleb's busy playing right now. Is Bob Barker alive? Bob Barker was born December 12th, 1923. Mid-December 1923. That's when Bob Barker came to me. I remember. What a day. Get in there. Look at that. Bonus goal. Bonus goal. He's 97. I wonder how well he's doing. Well, there you go. We're one of life's winners, chat. Well, there you go. Thank you, Caleb, for playing. You're welcome to stay through the 8 o'clock hour if you'd like. Chris M. Yee is going to do an impromptu appearance as a guest host on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. So stick around for that. I was only supposed to do an hour solo, so Chris is going to come save me. 7:51 out west, 10:51 out east, and 3:51 for those who are watching in a place such as London, over in the United Kingdom. I won't do it. I don't want to be disappointed. So, yeah. So, at least what I tried to do, I sent a message. Oh, no, that's my phone. I sent a message to Chris on Discord, and I said, wake up, Neo. Like the Matrix. See what I did there? Huh? Hilarious. Anyway, Chris is going to join us in the 8 o'clock hour. It's time for sports! Yesterday, did the Mets win, chat? Which, by the way, there is a Did the Mets Win Twitter account, and it's been kind of dormant for a while. Kind of want to reach out to them and see if I can get the Did the Mets Win Twitter account. Yesterday, Miami traveled to New York, played the Mets in a single game, but lasted less than 9 innings. Nope, they played a doubleheader. That's why it was 7. So they played one game of 7 innings. Did the Mets win, chat? Here's Arturo while we wait.
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute. Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
My nickname in high school was Neo because of my last name. I may be dating myself and also revealing my last name. Did you follow the White Rabbit? Downs going to say no. I'm sorry, Downs. That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
They won the first game 5-2 in 7 innings. But did the Mets win the second game? Remember, it was a doubleheader in New York at Citi Field. The Mets apparently yesterday, Mike announced that they became the first team to start the season as well as they did, but then lose and miss the playoffs. Elsewhere, while you figure that out, there were more baseball games being played. The Cubs still yet to win 2 more games, so they're 67 and 90. If the Yankees lose 2 more, they'll fall to 90 and 69, but they haven't yet. Minnesota did pick up their 70th win with a 3-2 victory over Detroit yesterday. And St. Louis has won 487,000 games in a row. And so now they remain 88 and 69 on the year. 88 and 69.
Nice.
Dow's is going to go no again. In the second game of that Mets doubleheader with the Marlins, the Mets won 2-1 in 9 innings. So
That was no, incorrect still.
sorry. K-Loft The Matrix was released the same year as Thong Song, 1999. Nice find. The White Sox won, so they remain 90 and well, they don't remain. They improved to 90 and 68. I'm going to be honest with you. Late season baseball is fine, but things kind of drag on for me, especially in like July or August. So the fact that records are hitting the 69 mark has now increased my interest in baseball. So that's good. What else is going on in sports? Well, wait till you join me in just a little bit, Chris, because yesterday I watched a documentary about the Thong Song. So, all right. Other sports to give you today. This is going to be good. Hockey season is almost upon us, by the way. Well, it's interesting because the documentary part, too, which I'll share Nintendo and Discord as well, they go into great detail about how the strings got added to that song. It's very interesting. Manny Pacquiao officially retiring, legendary boxer from the Philippines. 17 in a row, as I mentioned, for St. Louis, the Cardinals. Roger Hunt, a striker in the only England team to win the World Cup and Liverpool's all-time record league scorer, has died, 83, according to the Associated Press. And Jonquel Jones swept the 3 major WNBA awards. Connecticut's Kurt Miller was chosen as league's coach of the year. Brianna Jones received the league's most improved player. Oh, excuse me. Connecticut swept the awards. Jonquel Jones earned MVP. That's from the WNBA. That's your sports. Quiet I Am Gaming. Woo! Another professional sports league where my team actually does well. There you go. The one that I found Nintendo was Vice. I watched an 18-minute documentary on the Cisco's Thong Song yesterday. I had waited to watch this because it was in my watch. I added it to my watch later. I think I was mostly intrigued by, someone made an 18-minute documentary about the Thong Song. I have to watch this. So that's what happened. All right, next hour, Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Re-News. We rehash the headlines of the day as pertains to video games. We will also play some community games next hour. Chris M. Yee will join us to hang out with us for a nice little guest hosting appearance. Impromptu. Wake up, Neo. Take the blue pill. Did I see right that Dandy is a streamer? I think I did. We don't have a shout out built, but we'll do that one. So thank you for being here early on, Dandy. Yeah, it's great to have you on Gaming Morning Show, and we'll shout out Downs. There you go. There's some good shout-outs. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021, and this is Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv. We will be right back.
Shine so bright. Just know that this is right for you. this has gotta be the moment. Gotta do it when no one's around. Gotta be strong and I can't be proud. I can take myself out of this game. It feels like hell. Remember to still be humble when people ask what's going on around me. When people ask what's going on around me. Baby, here's my notice. I'm moving forward past this, acting like I'm so fearless, but in reality I'm scared crapless. Oh no, it's my turn to change the narrative toward self-worth. We're changing things, now I'm in charge, darling. Don't be afraid to hear a story that makes you feel so blue. These are happening daily, so go and help someone who needs to become free. Oh yeah, we're all becoming free. I'm not looking for someone to dry all my tears. No, I'm not looking for someone to scare away the fears. No, I know it's not gonna happen. Don't believe in happy forever after. No one should have to feel this torn. We're unable to speak with voices to soar. We could do better than this. We could do better than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. We could do better than this. We are much bigger than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. Me that you're missing. Me that you're missing. We could do better than this. It's not that you're not strong, or that you know what I need. In the past I played along, so devoted I lost parts of me. This time it's not gonna happen.
In a world where keyboards just won't work, one streamer is determined to make it right.
I want a D that works. I need the D to work.
A quest that would take her on a journey of a lifetime. With her baby daddy by her side,
That's how we do, baby!
He's not my baby
Blue
daddy
light
or my
mix. I
anytime
just
near
got it.
soon future baby daddy.
she overcame all odds and fixed the D.
My D has been broken for so long, but I touched it. It was so good, and it feels so good to have a D that works.
This summer, Superphonic,
Sorry, Kiki.
Kiki Lowe star in The Lost City of D, a gaming morning show production.
Be that you're missing. We could do better than this. Better. We could do better. Better.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, community games, and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. Join our Discord. Go to GMS.watch and click on where to find GMS. And follow us on Twitter @WatchGMS. Nice, zesty, put it on a pancake. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning, gamer. That is the one, the only Chris M. Yee. Hello, Chris.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. It is good to see you. Thank you for hopping in the chair, just as we had planned.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. I don't think
exactly how we discussed last night.
Yeah, we talked it over. We crossed some T's, dotted some I's, and this is exactly what we had planned.
More like.
Out of curiosity, I sent you a message this morning on Discord, a DM that said, "Neo, wake up." How close to that message did you actually get out of bed?
Not that close. I have a general alarm set for 7:30 every morning.
I sent it.
So
I sent it at like
that's what woke me up.
7:08.
Yeah.
So do you think in a way I triggered your alarm?
Yes.
Thanks. You make me feel better. It definitely didn't happen. But you know what?
It worked out.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
With one of the ambassadors literally here on your screen, let's do the following.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
Final Hour crew is here. We have King Gray saying, Chris M. Yeezus. Kate Zaid said, Chris, look at that handsome face. And
hi.
I do have you very much centered up, so
nice.
Just want you to know.
I'll try not to move too much.
He's not my. Nope, that's not right. He's not your E. He's not our E. He's Chris, my E.
Oh boy.
That's an old joke from the Trailblazers, like 90s era, because they had Arbenus Sabonis, and every time that Arbenus was introduced,
oh my gosh,
the PA announcer would say, "He's not my Venus. He's not your Venus. He's our Venus Sabonis." So it was hilarious, and people laughed. It was great.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember that.
You are a fantastic host and streamer. And
thank you.
We really appreciate all that you bring to the streamer sphere. Clip ME is one of my favorite shows on the internet. Of course, you have October 30th's Alien Anonymous Fall Guys Invitational that's coming up. And then just overall, in general, great streamer, including tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Do you like coffee?
Love coffee. I have coffee right here. The discussion earlier, I wish I had been part of it. I've tried so many different coffee brewing methods, and I can't really commit to a favorite. They've all got their merits. There are things I like and don't like. I do want to get an AeroPress. That was the last thing I'd been looking to get.
Really? You'd heard?
Did you look it up?
Well, I mean, I saw that it was like $30 on Amazon, and it looks like a syringe.
I mean, a little bit. It uses suction pressure to press down the coffee.
Suction Pressure was the name of my band in high school.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I've heard really good things about AeroPress, so I think I'm gonna get one when I have an opportunity.
And so Hofbrew hopped in and said his brother, who's kind of like very much an outdoorsman, that's what Hofbrew's brother does professionally. It sounded like that thing is even good for those who are traveling, but let me know how it goes, because I'd be intrigued. I also am always curious in how quick it goes, because one of my favorite things about a pour over is it's fairly fast if you have instant hot water. So
yeah, when we were working from the office, my new job, I worked there 3 months before pandemic, and it was all work from home. But I had a pour over carafe, and it was amazing. We had a hot water pot there, so we could have easy access to hot water. And so every morning I had my little routine. I would make some instant oatmeal and pour over coffee, and everyone in the office thought I was very fancy.
Well, you are very fancy, so it's not just them, it's all of us. Nintendo made me snicker. I love that song by Queen and David Bowie, Suction Pressure. Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum, bada, bum, bum. Bum, bum,
Suction
bum,
pressure.
We're going to tell you a story coming up about an emu lost in Colorado. That's coming up. World Heart Day today, Biscotti Day, National Women's Health and Fitness Day, and VFW Day. Do you prefer Biscotti?
I've never been a big fan. I remember as a kid, I just like grabbed one and bit into it. And I was like, why is it so hard? Probably wasn't very good biscotti if it was hard.
Oh, wow. So you know what I did? I plugged in my iPad because my iPad was going to die. So I unplugged the phone that does all of our music because the battery was full on it. Apparently, it's to the point now I've had it plugged in so long, it can no longer last if I plug in anything else.
Whoa.
So why don't we hop into a game of Rocket League, and we'll go from there. Yes, I think biscotti is delicious, but really unnecessarily hard. It doesn't need to be that hard. So, here, I invited you. Go here and go there. Bam. We got Kalaf, who's being our honorary co-pilot here for this edition of Rocket League.
How do I accept this?
You just said it and then forget it, like the Ronco food dehydrators.
I always wanted a Ronco food dehydrator.
I think I only wanted a Ronco food dehydrator because of the infomercials.
Well, yeah. Ron Popeil could probably have sold me. Well, I mean, I was a child, but he probably could have sold me anything. Showtime rotisserie?
Yes, we had one of those growing up. Yep.
Did you really?
Set it and forget it. There you go.
Yeah, just set it and forget it. Did you make delicious rotisserie chicken?
We did. In fact, it happened shortly after my parents split up, and my father looked at me and said, "Hey, if we don't buy this thing, we'll never eat a chicken again," because he was never going to fry one. So he just got that, and he'd stab the chicken and throw it in the rotisserie, and it worked great. So
nice.
Now, living in a place of population, I can just go to Costco and get one for $5. So
yeah.
So it's easier.
That's pretty okay.
Quiet I Am Gaming says, I did something similar with my current job, except I was hired straight from home. I only first checked out the office a couple of weeks ago and being with the company almost a year and a half. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's not an isolated experience to a degree because a lot of people have been hired, recently, if you will. So, all right, just a second. I'm going to plug back in my phone. Entertain us.
Oh.
Did we score?
There was a score.
Oh, great. I bet it was ours, right?
Yeah. Oh.
We did remember as Chris was signing in to play this game, was like, I only really play this game with y'all. So I had to do an update. When's the last time you played this? Last time you were on GMS?
Whenever the last time I was on GMS.
According to Kate, I've been in my position for 2 years, and I'm still not even fully trained. We're just making this stuff up as we go.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a good story. My father was adamant about that. I was like, we'll never have a chicken again unless we buy this product. And honestly... One of the best things that came out of that thing, surprisingly, because it came with like this basket thing. It was like a square cubicle. It's not cubicle, but it was like a flat 3D square that you put burgers into, and then you
I remember
burgers.
That attachment.
Yes, it like went on the spits and just went around and around and around.
Rotisserie burger.
Yeah, which you always assume that like you have to grill a burger, right? Like that's what makes it good. But it was pretty okay. Not gonna lie. I think Father still has that. I don't know if he uses it.
At
but
this
I think
point,
it
it's
still
an
exists.
ancient relic.
Well,
it belongs in a museum.
And honestly, like that was part of the thing that always appealed. The ninja mixer thing. Not the ninjas. They actually have those, but the magic bullet, the thing. The infomercial sold me on that. We have one. So
do you use it all the time?
We use it more than we would have ever used the Ronco food dehydrator or rotisserie.
Nice.
So we helped the in-laws move late last year. And we took 3 food dehydrators out of that place.
Wow.
That's a lot of food dehydrators per capita, right?
It is.
And the coincidental part was I had been with my wife for about 20 years at that point. I've never had any dehydrated food from her parents. Ever. But they had 3 food dehydrators.
Did they all? Oh, nice job, Kyle.
Kyle is cracked. What are you excited for, Gonzo? Oh, you're going to see Kate soon? Is there a meetup?
I don't know soon, but there are plans. Yeah, on Kiki Low and Superphonics honeymoon trip.
Oh, yeah. The one that I'm accompanying Superphonic and Kiki for the entire time.
Kyle. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiki and Super have requested that my presence be there 24/7 on their honeymoon.
They're the chaperone, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's gonna be too nerve-wracking being in the U.S. by ourselves, and so will you please accompany us? And I was like, gladly, I would do that for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Gonzo says this is going to be Gonzo staying in Texas for a month.
Oh, I forgot. Gonzo is going to Texas.
Do you need a chaperone, Gonzo, or are you okay? Did you score that?
No.
Yeah, these bank shots are always crazy. What? You chose gray over me, Gonzo? I'm very fun to be around. Allegedly.
I mean, rotisserie chicken.
Broken food dehydrators.
No sauce.
Ugh, gross. Did you see that thing that Scott Chick put on the Discord? The brisket pancake thing?
I did.
Ugh.
It was
A lot.
a little bizarre.
Nice, Downs. I'm like a mushroom. I'm a fun guy. Well, you're going to Texas. You don't need sauces in Texas. You have greatly created briskets and deliciousness. So, hey, you don't need sauce. That just covers up the flavor of all that work you put into the meat.
I think the sauce is important if it highlights the flavor of the meat.
Yeah. Never happens.
I think it does.
I know. And I think I'm in the vast minority. I just want to point that out, but still. Ugh. Sauce. Gross. King Gray, you did. You are the chaperone for the Gonzo epic trip to Texas. And Gonzo's going to vlog it for GMS. Ain't that right, Gonzo?
GMS remote?
GMS vlogs. Check out our YouTube. Yeah, this is almost like the arrangement we had this morning, Chris. News to Gonzo.
Yeah. I am.
Say what? What are we talking about?
Oh.
Well, the first Rocket League game could have gone better. But the good news is we're still here, and that's what matters the most.
We are, yeah.
Yeah. That's Chris Emye hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. It's now 8:20 on the West Coast. It is 10:20 on the East Coast, and by 10 I mean 11:20. And it's 4:20 for those watching in the UK. In the UK.
Doodaloo.
Oh, okay. Phew. It's like I need something there.
I was worried I was re-queuing for another match.
Thank you, Nintendo. Doodle doos. So, phew, that's close. Chris Emmy, Hefty Goof this morning. We got community games. Since you're here, do you want to pick? Do you want to do Google Feud? Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth, or word search this morning.
Let's do Google Feud because no one ever picks it.
Oh, Chris. Now let's see if the website's actually working. It was working yesterday. It's working!
It's really happening.
This is a lot like that Office meme. Where they're like, oh my gosh, it's happening. Stay calm.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Michael Scott. Oh
I've still
my
never really
God,
watched
it's
a full
happening.
episode.
I don't know if you would like it. It makes
I don't
people
really-
uncomfortable sometimes because of how real it is. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Awkward
I'm gonna
situations.
Get this fired
yeah.
up. Get
Do
this
it.
fired up. All right. Stand by. Let's go here, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna do this. This is like a big game of musical chairs. We're excited. On Friday, Allegra Frank is going to join us from Slate. Did this big, investigation into how much Chris Pratt has actually played Mario.
Played the video game.
Played the video game. Worked really hard at getting all the details behind this. And so, very excited to welcome Allegra onto the show and get the details, because I found this whole thing hilarious. All right, it's time for Google Feud. Here we go. This is us trying to complete, Google autocomplete. So the first one here is powdered. Okay, so there's many people who go to Google every day and they type in the word powdered, and it returns one of the following for the number one most searched for thing on Google: powdered sugar glaze, sugar substitute, donuts, or snow Minecraft. Okay. Now, Chris will go first, followed by you, chat, and then to me. And our goal is to not pick the 4 non-number 1 answers before number 1. All right. So, Chris, is it sugar glaze, sugar substitute, donuts, or snow Minecraft that follows powdered?
Oh, that's a tough one. I want it to be powdered donuts, just straight up powdered donuts.
Number 1 search for thing on Google? Nope, that was number 8.
Oh,
Ooh, so
not
close,
even
but
close.
in the end, incorrect.
That is correct. Nintendo Nerd says, yeah, I call BS because Chris Pratt told this story about playing Mario Brothers on an arcade machine. What arcade machine was that, Chris Pratt? I mean, there was the...
But wait.
Yeah. Right?
The Mario Brothers arcade, not Super Mario Brothers, but Mario Brothers.
That was the one where it was basically like the bonus levels in Super Mario Brothers 3, or...
Yeah, they had the POW block in the center. You looped around if you went off the sides.
But to be honest, Nintendo, this is kind of what Allegra worked hard to figure out, because went deep into old tweets, the interviews. I mean, did all the work for us. We just have to have Allegra on. So that'll happen Friday. At
A very
7:25.
deep dive.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Lady K, if you think you know what it is, what is it? King Gray said UK office is better, by the way.
He's wrong. He's a what do they call that? Like a Britophile, or he just loves British TV.
A contrarian.
Well, that too, but he just loves British stuff. British humor.
I've seen Minecraft twice. So we're going to go with Minecraft from chat. Oh, even 3 times from Lady K as well. That was the number 10 most searched for answer, so I'm sorry, you're incorrect. That puts the Google feud ball in my court, and then it'll be Chris's if I am unsuccessful. Listen, people are at home baking, and they're sitting there going man, I have everything I need to make this delicious recipe. And then they get to the point where they're supposed to add the powdered sugar, and they go, oh no, I'm out of powdered sugar.
Okay.
And they're aghast. And so anyway, they search for powdered sugar substitute. And that is number 9.
I follow the logic, yeah.
That was wrong.
Oh gosh.
No.
Okay.
This is it.
Yeah, it's up to you. Sugar glaze or sugar? Number 1.
Just sugar. Going just sugar.
You zigged. I would have zagged. Let's see. Is it powdered sugar? Holy cow, that is the number 1 answer.
Ding,
Oh.
ding, ding. Yes.
What?
People just,
Well,
do they not know about powdered sugar?
Maybe you type in powdered, you get sugar. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, we didn't lose, so.
No.
In fact, Google Feud tells me that's worth 5,000 points. So we have a score of 5,000.
5,000.
All right, chat, you get to go first this time. Wow, we're going with one-word searches this week on Google Feud. This one is Apple. Apple. So we're wondering what's the number one autocomplete following the word Apple, and the choices are Watch Series 6, Picking Near Me, ID, Store, or Music. Number one autocomplete return from Google is Apple Watch Series 6, Picking Near Me, ID, Store, or Music. Chat, what is your answer? We have 3 already for Store. That's a pretty good start. We're going to go with Apple Store from the chat. That is the number one answer.
Correct. Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
I was a little disappointed Dumpling Gang wasn't one of the options.
Right?
Don't people always Google that?
I mean,
correct.
When we had the Ample Dumpling Day, right?
Right.
Jelly was so excellent, which shout out to Jelly. I mean, we could have had a Google Feud that day that could have had Apple Dumpling Gang. So
yeah, alas.
All right, I get to go first for this one. My lucky number is blank.
Ooh.
How would Google know that?
69 not up there.
Right? Come on, Google. Or Google Feud. I still don't really know who's to blame for this, but someone is. My lucky number is 3. 4, what does it mean? 8. 2, what does it mean? Or 454.
How many people are Googling that? What?
I'm so confused. Good moron to you, Kim Chica. Thank you for the host on Twitch. We certainly appreciate it. It is National Coffee Day, so if you do have the means to stick around and let us know your favorite type of coffee, we would gladly accept it. Also, good moron final hour crew to Bubsy.
Hello, FHC.
Which
Hi,
I
Bubsy.
watched a Bubsy stream, I think, the first time on Monday. Wasn't that your Rady?
It was absolutely.
Okay. Chris ME is pretty much the best judge of character on Twitch. So.
I do my best. Thank you.
Bubsy Wub. There you go. Shout out. And
Bubsy came our way via Austin.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Austin's typically a pretty good judge of character as well. So.
Also, yeah, definitely.
And then Kim Cheek is back streaming multiple times per week. The next stream is going to be, I believe,
That's
on
exciting.
Thursday. Oh, Chris, yesterday I sat down and I got myself a Kim Chica Outer Wild stream, which is like a clip producing
I saw
machine.
the clip.
Yes, exactly.
I saw the clip.
That is one of the first ways that we spread word of Jenny's stream is through your show, Clip ME Show. And
I love it.
I was supposed to do 2 hours of freelance work last night, and I probably did a cumulative like 55 minutes of productivity because I was just busy watching Jenny.
Enthralled.
So, Lady K says my lucky number is actually 7. Also to the Nintendo nerds, a lot of grinding in a mortar and pestle. My mortar and pestle is reserved for herbal medicine or witchcraft. Wow, I must have missed something at the top there. We're talking about lucky numbers.
Not for powdering sugar.
Oh, I get it. I'm with you now. I'm first guess here. I'm going to go, my lucky number is 454 solely for the odd. You know, right? We have a single digit, and then we have another single digit.
So
with
like
what
this
does
could
it
have
mean?
come from something else.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking. Okay.
That's the number one answer. I am correct.
Oh,
Correct. Nice.
Kyle, if you could find
Ding.
The root of this.
Bubsy, WTF. Listen, this is why I like this game. When we don't get the worst part about Google Feud, and it happens less with the multiple choice one, the worst part about Google Feud is when you're finding out that people are searching for, like, why does my body image make me super sad? Like, right? Like, you know that these are real problems that people are Googling, and I just want to reach out and help everybody in this world.
But there was the other one, like, who is Bob the dog, or some weird thing that came from a YouTuber.
Oh, right, like Markiplier or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was a Markiplier thing.
All right, Chris, this is the last one for today. We have a chance to get 20,000 points, which is roughly about half the dollars that Pokemon Oreos are selling for on average on eBay.
I really missed getting in on that one.
Is
Dog
it-
named Steve. You're right.
Is it fun to be a blank? Is it fun to be a blank? Your choices, Chris M. A girl, teacher, pilot, cat, or real estate agent. Girl, teacher, pilot, cat, or real estate agent.
So, I feel like there is only one choice here. Is it fun to be a cat?
Isn't that an Aristocat song?
That's Everybody Wants to Be a Cat.
Oh, I am so
Everybody.
Ooh, so close, but in
everybody,
the end, incorrect.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Well, apparently,
Nope.
it's not fun to be a cat.
No?
No. Number 10.
Our churro is upset right now.
Is there someone behind the curtain? Okay, there was someone behind the curtain a second ago, and I was going to have them guess, but they've left. So. All right, it is up for chat now. Is it fun to be a girl, teacher, pilot, or real estate agent? Again, this is for 20,000 points, chat.
Bubsy thinks it's girl.
That's a good guess. Anyone else want to contribute? Oh yeah, no, I knew Jenny that you'd have to lurk, but thank you for the host. I know you like coffee, so. Although, Kim Chica yesterday on the stream said I was very dismayed to find out that I missed the beer conversation from yesterday because it was drink a beer day. So,
I wasn't in the show for a long time, for too long. Then I didn't sleep super well. Yeah, I missed that too. Alas.
454 seems to be from a song, "Pieces of a Dream." Faux Fifo. Is that the name of the song and artist, Downs? Pieces of a Dream by Faux Fifo? Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Bubsy guessed girl. Copia guessed egg. And since egg is not a choice, I'm going to omit that guess. But great guess. Copia, great guess. And we're going to go with pilot from quiet. And if both of those are incorrect, then I will take the pressure of having the last guess. Here we go. Bubsy with girl. Number one answer. Let's go.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding.
You are cracked, Bubsy, and you have helped us earn
Correct.
to 20,000 points.
Whoever's Googling this, have they never heard that girls just want to have fun?
Well, again, they want to have fun, but is it in fact fun to be a girl?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Those are different things. You're right.
Depending. Bubsy, girls just want to have fun, so Bubsy is definitely along with you for that one. So
We're on the same wavelength, yeah.
Copia, is it fun to be powdered sugar in an Apple store when your lucky number is 454? Down said yes, but I feel it's pronounced more like "Piece of a Dream" by 454. Downs, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Should I know what 454 is? Is that a band?
This is a really old, or not really old, but it's an old song. 83. Why are people Googling this?
Oh my gosh.
Also, I owed Bubsy a Coke.
Yeah, so Bubsy just said, Chris, you owe me a Coke. When my kid, my oldest, got into elementary school, for the first, couple years, grade school, first, second grade, would come home, and when we would jinx, she would look at me and say, you owe me a soda. I was like, that's not what we used to do back in school. So apparently that's a different thing that I never got to me.
Some people do that.
Huh.
I didn't know that was a thing until I saw the movie 500 Days of Summer, because it happens then.
Oh, I love that movie. I must have missed that part.
No, not that. It was The Office.
Close. So close. Very related. Nice work, Chris Emmy. All right. Lady K, you have in fact done this, so here we go. This is Lady K's fun fact for the day. In Turkey and Greece, people turn their coffee cup upside down after drinking it so that the host may read the coffee grounds the same way some would read tea leaves.
Lady K, fact of the day. Day.
I'm getting the impression that these coffee cups must be transparent, correct? Oh wait, or do they fall to the table?
So it sounds like you pour the coffee, and then when you say no, I don't want any more coffee, that signals the host that they can look into the pot and read the grounds.
Oh, huh. Scopia
That's
said,
fascinating, yeah.
Scopia said you owe me a Yoda.
I may have something for
Well, I just think instead of soda, you owe me a Yoda. 83 is not really old, and then you had to clarify. I misread. I thought it was older.
Yeah.
K-Laugh says, in your future, I see you cleaning up a table with coffee all over it. We did have some time travel in the first hour. If you missed that, watch the VOD. But apparently I've found that I am able to go into the future in my brain and see what happens. We learned that I have that skill in the first hour. So,
how does that figure?
It's just science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look it up. It's in the book. Reading Rainbow. Lady K is clarifying. No, lol. The excess coffee falls to the saucer under it, leaving the grounds in the bottom of the cup. Okay. So you look in the bottom. So it's your individual cup that gives you your fate. My mom's a bear. I can't believe you were so bearish on Brave.
Bearish?
Well, you weren't bullish. You said it was not a good movie.
That's true. I don't think it's a very good movie.
Hurts my soul.
I just feel like premise-wise, it was really weak. Like, it's literally about a girl who needs to apologize to her mother.
Nah. It's about a mom who doesn't listen to her daughter.
I mean, a little bit.
It's pent-up frustration from years, Chris. The prologue to Brave is just, oof. It's tough to watch. Or is epilogue? Which one comes before the book? Prologue, right? Yeah. I'm no scientist. Oh, well that makes sense. I don't drink often just a single cup of coffee, Lady K, so I was not following that vibe, but completely think about it now. Yeah, many people just have one cup of coffee and they're highly and thoroughly caffeinated for the day.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow. Nintendo Nerds is dropping a movie fact. I haven't watched Brave, but I had a friend that was working at Pixar at the time. And apparently was originally Reese Witherspoon cast for the lead.
Oh, sorry, Kyle.
And then the whole movie has changed after that casting did not happen.
Yeah, it feels disjointed. The witch is a total just like comes out of nowhere and
but hilarious.
Like, why is there a witch in the Will-o'-the-Wisp? And then you never see them again.
Nice, Chris. Woo. All right, listen. I will make this promise. Next time I watch Brave, I will watch it through a critical eye. Because I tend to watch movies and just go, that was a good movie. I'm not very critical. So.
The big bad, like, bear spirit, like, has really nothing to do with anything in the end.
Man. Get wrecked, Pixar.
Get wrecked. And then Brave won the Best Animated Feature that year. And I think that was, like, totally wrong, too, because Wreck-It Ralph was that year, and Wreck-It Ralph is so good.
Wreck-It Ralph was very good.
Oh. That was on me.
Well, and that's where the movie's based out of, Lady K, is in Scotland, right? So witches and Will-o'-the-Wisp are popular in old Scottish lore.
I mean, I get it, but it's like, yeah, they threw in a dash of Scotland in there.
Well, the whole thing is based in Scotland.
Yeah, but...
There's no pleasing you, Chris. It's no pleasing you. Listen, this is my fault. I brought it up. Okay.
The great Brave debate of 2021.
Yep. What will you be playing tonight on the Chris ME stream?
Emily is away, less than 3. It is sort of a dating sim.
And this is an older game?
Are you familiar with the term dating sim? No, it just came out in May.
Oh, I misunderstood. a dating simulator?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not familiar other than assuming that it's a simulator about dating.
Yeah. Well, and then this one simulates Facebook in the year 2008.
That's why I thought it was an older game. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it looks like Facebook because it's Facebook.
Yesterday, in a complete tangent, it was National Pokey Day, and we did talk about getting poked on Facebook back in the day.
Oh.
Do you remember that? That was a feature.
I do. That was a thing. So in the first run, and I didn't know this until after the game, like after I looked up whether or not it was even possible, but I got my heart broken in the first run I did.
I'm sorry.
But apparently that's always going to happen. So I couldn't possibly have had a happy ending in that one.
No VG.
But we did have a poke war at some point.
Yeah, I had several poke wars going on back in the early Facebook days. I was victorious.
I don't know if I believe that.
Name one time I've ever fibbed. Just one time. I dare you.
Oh, no.
We suck. Thank you, Copia, for checking.
We've been better.
Lady K says yes, exactly, but the bear thing has no credence as bears aren't a thing in the British Isles at all. There's no bears in Britain.
No British bears.
I can't bear the thought. Oh gosh. We opened up the first hour and ended up having an impromptu dad joke battle.
Oh.
It was not intentional, but it just happened.
I think that kind of thing happens, yeah.
Yeah. Bears are a myth, says Downs. Oh, okay. Actually, if I'm being honest, I think you can still go into like the deep menu of like your Facebook profile page
and poke people.
Yeah, I still think it's there. It's like you have to go to like 13 different options, and then once you get to the very bottom, you find it. So there you go. All right, that was us playing Rocket League together.
Yeah, went great.
Yeah, Kalaf was great, and Chris and me had the goal. I was there, so I checked in. 8:44 West Coast, 11:44 out on the East, 4:44 for those watching in the Ukraine. If you're in the Colorado area, perhaps you go hiking, right? Colorado's beautiful for hiking.
Sure.
Very outdoorsy, lots of places to go. However, according to a story from the Ben Hooper of UPI, it turns out that while emus are legal to keep as pets in Colorado, they're not supposed to get free, and that's what happened in the McMurray Natural Area in Fort Collins. A person, Lydia McCracken, was walking with her grandparents and her dog. It's important to know the dog was there. And it turns out that they had an unexpected encounter with a loose, non-native emu. No confirmation yet if Doug was there from the Liberty Mutual commercials. He just casually kept strolling right on up toward us, said McCracken to a TV station. He seemed very social. My dog was not about it. He just started kind of barking. So the hiker contacted animal control, and they showed up a little bit later. The Fort Collins Police Department said the emu was captured safely and returned to its owner. The department did not identify the bird's owner or say how it ended up on the loose in the nature area. Have you ever lost your emu, Chris?
Yeah, more often than I'd prefer.
Yeah, so they're slippery. Those gigantic birds.
I've seen an emu egg. It is humongous.
Bigger or smaller than a dinosaur egg?
In terms of like Stardew proportions, probably about the same.
I like how that's our scale. Stardew proportions.
I don't have any other measuring stick for that.
Caleb said Smokey the Bear is not the forest fire prevention representative. They have Smacky the Frog. What? Are you messing with me? In the UK, the equivalent of Smokey the Bear is Smacky the Frog. I thought.
Which that sounds like the one from the cereal,
Okay,
right?
Yep,
From,
you read my mind. Yep.
Honey Smacks or Sugar Smacks or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Kalaf is our head of research and development. I need you to be accurate, so I hope you're not messing with me. Maybe that's why it's in quotes, so Kalaf has permission to have jokes.
That was Diggum. Diggum Frog was the Sugar Smacks mascot.
Apparently, Kalaf was quoting Mitch Hedberg, the comedian. So, Gonzo,
Oh, I see.
Gonzo said, I heard from some Aussie friends that emus are bulletproof.
I didn't know that I want to test that.
Hyper. Does that check out?
Have you ever shot at an emu?
Down says the UK has a cute hedgehog to teach us about road safety. Is that true?
Is his name Sonic?
What did Sonic do after Sonic retired from the games? Well, went over to the UK, started teaching about road safety.
We'll find out about that in Wreck-It Ralph 3?
Oh, is that coming out?
No.
Oh, you got my hopes up. But there's not really
I
much
enjoyed
more
the
there.
second one quite a bit.
I think they did as good as they could. You just it has to end sometime, right?
Yeah.
Gal
Yeah, and it told...
Godot?
Yeah.
Did great as the...
Oh, she did.
Gosh, what was her name?
I don't remember. I think it's a
Slaughter Race was
one-word
the name of the game.
Yeah, it was really good. And it told an unexpected story about, like, letting go. Like, it wasn't clear that that's what the movie was going to be about.
Gonzo said, I mean, they did lose a war against them. That's true. On a previous episode of Gaming Morning Show, we learned about the Great Emu War. So, all right. Get ready for takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show? It's 8:48 now on the West Coast. Billy Thundergun Award.
Wait
You
a
know-
second. Who are these people? Why am I in a game of Rocket League?
Oh, you didn't exit out. Man, y'all had a pretty good show. It's very tough. I think I'm going to give this today to the one, the only Gonzo, because Gonzo checked in a little bit early. I think Gonzo detected that I was unexpectedly thrust into a second-hour solo. And Gonzo, even though a staunch supporter and leader within the Final Hour crew, not an ambassador, but like that vice ambassador to the Final Hour crew, Gonzo showed up and said, you know what? I got your back, Hefty. I'm going to be here and helping you through this middle section. So to you, Gonzo Gump, please enjoy
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
So it's a good start to the takeaways. Bubsy had a good show as well. Proud of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you again to Gabe, Pride, Kim Chica for the hosts on Twitch, KJ as well, and also for everyone who liked on Facebook Gaming on YouTube as well. And thanks to those who find us on Twitter at WatchGMS. It is time for the headlines of the day. I can't remember. Do you have access to the rundown still?
No.
Okay. Well, then I will tell you. Xbox games with gold are out for October 2021. They have the free games that are available. One of them was the Code Veronica, the Resident Evil game. And
wow.
Kalaf confirmed for us that these games are in fact yours if you claim them. So, meaning, like, if you claim them but don't play them later, or, you know, if you claim them right away, you can play them forever. So these are your games on Xbox games.
Oh, that's
with gold.
exciting.
Marcus Stewart, a Game Informer, had that. Oh, we had a little tiny little Game Boy. Itty bitty little Game Boy.
This little Game Boy.
And that was literally the story. Alexandra Hall had it from Kotaku. Sean is enthralled by the itty bitty Game Boy. I mean, this thing apparently is like not much wider than the micro USB that powers it.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Holy moly, that's
Yeah.
small.
These again are all
Actually this size.
Yeah, it's keychain size. It lasts 2 hours. The battery.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Jared Moore of IGN gave us the story that Twitch is reportedly launching new anti-hate raid tools for streamers. Sean was a little more optimistic about it. My brain just went to, again, another announcement or report that Twitch is about to do something.
Without it having done anything.
Yeah. So I don't love it, but it's...
And this is coming, a day late and a dollar short.
I mean, it still needs to show up, of course, right? It is late, but it still needs to get here. I was even watching, I want to say Josh from IntelliGame yesterday sent us to a raidee, and the raidee was in followers only mode still as a defense against hate raids.
Bots.
So here we are. I mean, this has been it's been far longer than like the increase in awareness of it by everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I mean, it's almost been a month since a day off Twitch, right? So
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, even during his 24-hour stream, Jordy got botted. Like, the follow bots came in. There were like 300 bots. But he handled it very well.
The follow bots are really frustrating because you have a lot of work you have to do. So, and then it's kind of dramatic to hope that you don't delete the wrong amount of people. So,
right.
Yeah, it's frustrating. All right. But the hate raids too. I mean, it being followed.
Oh, no, absolutely.
It like pales in comparison to the hate raids.
Mm-hmm.
Centipede Recharge is out today for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Skeletal Avenger out today for Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One. Creepy Tales for Xbox One. Drone Ridge is out today for Switch. Meteoroids 3D out for Switch. Not Metroids.
Better than hemorrhoids.
Not androids, but interesting. Let's see what else is out today. DAP for PC, not DAB, but DAP for PC. It's all capitalized too. Math Classroom Challenge out today for Switch.
Hey.
Madness, all caps, Project Nexus for PC. And our name of the morning, which you can find on our Twitter feed,
Hashtag GMS name of the morning,
is A Juggler's Tale for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. There you go. King Grace, sincere question. How do follow bots cause harm? Why should we ban them? Do you have the answer to that?
They're an annoyance. They just try to disrupt streams because, if a streamer's freaking out and doesn't know what to do, their alerts are going off non-stop. Yeah, they're getting just alerts. It's just an annoyance thing.
But I thought you had to actually delete them because there's like a TOS concern.
Well, you do, yeah, because otherwise Twitch might think that you are inflating your own numbers that way. So Commander Root has a tool to remove them. It's fairly straightforward, but it's effort you have to go to that you wouldn't normally have to go to.
Yeah. You're welcome, Nintendo. I mean, listen, this is a ongoing issue, and hopefully Twitch sooner than later can solve the hate raids first and foremost, and then we can figure out how to. Bots are gonna. Bots, they do everything. You can program bots to buy, PlayStation 5s as soon as they show up on a feed, right? Like, there's just a whole bunch of things you can do with bots. They're here to stay. So, yeah, and that's Nintendo said. Be careful with Commander Root, and that's what we've only got follow botted once on the show, and that was, that was stressful to hit that Commander bot button. But at the same token, honestly, for the same token, the follower thing doesn't really intrigue me as much as, y'all who hang out and are with us every day. I know that if we got follow botted tomorrow and we accidentally deleted our whole list, y'all would show back up, right? We'd get the word out.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's time for the clip of the day the clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Toot toot.
It was the 1970s in New York City, and the disco scene was taking off. As a great military commander, Nobunaga Oda was consolidating his power across Japan. One of his actions was to wipe out a clan of assassins, killing every man, woman, and child he found in the village. There's no reason not to party. Years later, one of the survivors has hired a young and skilled assassin to avenge the deaths of his friends and family. His mission: gotta sneak in that heavily guarded castle in Japan and get funky by killing the supreme ruler of the country. This summer, it's Howl's Moving Castle from Nintendo. Okay. You had to be there, chat.
Where did the GMS Plays music come from?
All I asked for was if Sean had any movie trailer music. And after a good 15 seconds pause, just settled on that. And that was on the heels of IMJF Downs informing us that Nintendo once made a movie called Owl's Castle and then shared that plot, which, you know, I editorialized a little bit to kind of tailor to the funky music, you know.
Sure. Of course.
It was not the 70s in New York City when someone killed the supreme ruler of Japan.
Nobunaga? Yeah. It was quite the story.
Right. Apparently, Lady K is telling me that I screwed something up. So, mispronunciation counter goes to... Ooh, look at these. Very, very
when was
beautiful.
Last time we used the counter?
It's been getting a lot of use lately, actually. Apparently, I'm back to my old ways. But we're up to 111. So, look at that.
Nice.
Not bad. Per the recommendation of Final Hour crew ambassador and today's guest host, Chris M.E., we're going to go to Emma is a Sink, correct?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to happen.
She is a amazing body paint streamer, but she plays plenty of games as well.
That's going to happen if you're watching on Twitch. We will go over there and say good morning from GMS, if you'd be so kind, please. Takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today? I know some of you have already put them in. We'll start with our takeaways that were pretty okay with Chris M.E.
My takeaway is that when Ryan DMs me while I'm asleep, it always wakes me up.
I know.
That's not true.
No, that's definitely true. Yeah.
There was one time where it really needed to be true and it wasn't.
No, that's never. You've never been late for anything ever in your life.
Yeah.
Ever. Dungeons takeaway. Chris wakes up at 7:30? Question mark.
KJ is correct.
Not a takeaway, but a hilarious line. Nintendo said, "Unexpected thrust was why I was sent to the principal."
Oh,
that's a good line. Good line.
Unexpected Thrust was the name of my band in high school.
Nintendo said, "That's my takeaway. I got to snag free Resident Evil on Xbox Gamers Gold or whatever it's called." Let's see what else is in here. Takeaway.
Ubsy's got a takeaway.
All right, hit me.
That emus are bulletproof.
Yeah, who said that?
I don't know.
Was it Gonzo?
It might have been Gonzo? Yeah.
Lady K, I learned that emus are legal pets in Colorado. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My takeaway that was pretty okay is that when you don't think Sean is going to be gone for 2 hours, and then you do think Sean's going to be gone for 2 hours, you call in Chris M.E., and Chris M.E. will be there.
Like an hour later.
Chris M. Blurry.
Yeah, what the heck just happened?
Come on, autofocus.
What are you doing?
Do better. All right, tomorrow we'll talk to someone from But Why, though. Allegra Frank will join us from Slate on Friday. We already have a 5 questions GMS guest for next week, so stick around for that. Theo will also be on Friday's show, so a whole lot still to come this week with Gaming Morning Show. Please watch Chris M.E. tonight, 6 o'clock start for Chris M.E.'s stream, and we will see you again tomorrow. Much. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. For Mike, for Sean, for Austin, I am Hefty Goof, for Chris as well. Thank you for being here. We'll see you again for more Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Mature audiences as we send you over to Emma is a Sink.